Here's your boob tube.
Ransom is in the boob tube studio. What's going on, Ransom?
Marco, so we talked about this a little while ago. Denver Broncos cornerback Aqib Talib
That's what I meant.
was shot in the leg early Sunday morning during a fight at a Dallas strip joint called V Live. Now, police are saying that somebody pulled a gun inside the club to shoot somebody. They did. They shot somebody inside the club, then another person outside of the club as the fight continued. Now, it's not clear if Talib was the inside or outside victim, but neither suffered life-threatening injuries, thankfully. The Broncos are supposed to be at the White House today to get their props for winning Super Bowl 50. Geez. Obviously, Talib will not be making the trip.
It's just great timing on Talib's part. You know, why do these guys... He's a veteran, you know, and I don't think he's not known as a troublemaker, I don't think.
I haven't really heard,
I heard much about that. He's a good player. I know he's a good player.
Actually, this isn't the first time Talib's been in trouble. In 2009, he went to jail for punching a cab driver. In 2011, he was charged with assault for allegedly pistol whipping and shooting his sister's boyfriend.
Okay.
All right.
Listen, I'm going to go ahead and take my name off his job reference list, I guess.
That was a charge that was dropped. Then, hold on, I'm not finished yet.
Oh my God.
This Talib guy's
Hold on, before you go
he's
on,
a terrorist.
I'd like to recant Marco's statement, by the way.
I mean, have you ever heard of him being in
No.
trouble? I've never heard of any of this.
All right, go
What
on.
did he do again?
What else?
Maybe the NFL is really good at covering these up. In 2012, he was suspended for 4 games for using Adderall without a prescription. Last season, he sat out 1 game for eye-poking Dwayne Allen.
I do
from
remember
the
that.
Colts.
I remember that.
He went all 3 Stooges on him. I remember that.
He's in his 3rd year of a 6-year, $57 million contract. He's 30 years old.
Well, he's going to have to learn his lesson here. I mean, getting shot, you're lucky you get another shot.
Well, not to mention,
after that,
he's a defensive back and a damn good one at that. You getting shot in the leg?
It's not good.
I mean, that's kind of where you make your money is with them legs.
It's going to hurt the old back pedal. Wow, that's terrible news.
Apparently, he's actually a horrible person.
Not as good as the guys I thought. What's next, Ransom?
Burger King just created a food mashup that's either going to get you really excited or really disgusted, and it looks like they're taking a serious aim at Taco Bell. They started testing the Whopper Burrito. They're calling it the Whopperito.
Oh,
basically, it's a Whopper ingredients all rolled into a tortilla that includes pieces of hamburger and melted cheese. So far, there have only been spotted in Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, there's no word whether or not Burger King is going to take them nationwide.
You know, the fact that you have to say it's only been spotted in Pennsylvania, it sounds like some criminal that's like fugitive from justice. You know, this doesn't sound good the way they're marketing it.
But have you noticed with all these new products with like restaurants, fast food chains?
Yep.
It's all the same ingredients they have in every other thing on their menu. They're just mixing and matching
Come up with
now
something
and,
new.
You know, a little twist.
Somebody did a YouTube video on that years ago about Taco Bell,
Yeah.
how they have 5 main ingredients, and they just take it and mix and match.
Right.
You know, between the tortillas, the cheese, and the beans and the chips.
I think that's just Mexican food in general. Though. I don't know if I would call Taco Bell Mexican food, but if you go to any taco, like any taco
Our
restaurant,
apologies to Mexican food, by the way. We didn't mean to. Jeez.
Yeah, you go to like Bonito Michoacan, or you go to like any of the other ones around town. Like that's just Mexican food. You know, there's beans. There's
and
tortillas.
before people go, oh, it's okay, Ransom. You know, he's Mexican. He can say it. No, he's from Spain. There's nothing to do with it.
Spanish.
Yes,
it's all good.
Totally different.
I'll tell you what.
So
like
you
the Mexico of Europe.
can file complaints against him if you want.
I'll tell you what, man. I went to Roberto's over the weekend.
It's great, isn't it? It's
You
great.
got to check that place
Oh,
out.
I
if you
do.
haven't, man.
It's lights out. It's just lights out.
They're still my people. It's all good. Hey, so Donald Trump was speaking in California on Friday. Speaking about somebody who, he bragged about seeing a black guy in the crowd, and the way that he said it.
boy.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So Donald Trump, he was speaking in California on Friday,
Right.
and he saw that there was a black guy in the
He
crowd.
noticed a black guy in the audience.
He got really excited,
Yeah.
and the way that he said it actually came out
No
pretty
way.
insensitive. Here we go.
We had a case where we had an African-American guy who was a fan of mine. Great fan, great guy. In fact, I want to find out what's going on with him. You know what look at my African-American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about?
So it turns out after the event happened, somebody asked the guy if he was actually a Trump supporter. He's not. He just went there to learn more about him because he's undecided.
I think it's the phrasing there. I get where he was going.
Yeah, it's my boy, but
He said, look, my African American over there.
he took ownership.
The phrasing is just.
It looks, I'll tell you, it looks worse on print. I saw it online this morning on Twitter.
Yeah.
It looks worse reading it than hearing it. Obviously, he's not being a negative in the tone.
Right.
He's trying to pump the guy up. But, I guess it's getting to the point where we're in this race. He's obviously the nominee. You got to understand that you say something like that, and it's...
Right, regardless of intent, they're going to pick apart
Right.
literally every phrase you say.
I saw a Twitter poll this morning, and they were breaking this down, and it was like, what would have said worse? And it was my African-American, my black, they were just going down the list, and I was like, ooh, this is getting more uncomfortable as the poll goes on.
Again, just the phrasing.
Yeah,
Just
looked bad.
structured a little different. You're all right.
Looked bad.
Hey, we got some Monday TV reminders. The 7th season premiere of Rizzoli and Isles on TNT. I don't know if any of you guys watch that show. I know
Hell
it's been
no.
around for 7 seasons.
You
so
can't even
apparently-
say it. I'm not watching it.
Apparently, people do care about this show. We got the 2nd season premiere of Angie Tribeca on TBS. The Bachelorette is at 8 p.m. on ABC. Country singer Charles Kelly is giving a surprise performance. Sorry to break that surprise. And then, of course, Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals. That is on at 5 p.m. NBC. The Penguins lead 2-1. They got robbed the other day, but
Yeah, I missed
back
the
together.
hockey updates over the weekend, so the Sharks did get back in that.
in OT, yeah.
2-1, and this is a best of 7, so nobody can close it out tonight, but the Penguins can get pretty damn close. All right, is that it?
That's it.
Thank you, Ransom. There is your boob tube. It's Marco and Jeets, X 1075.